ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੇਸੀ ਗਿਲਰੋਏ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਕੋਆਰਡੀਨੇਟਰ ਹਨ ਸਰੀ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਮਸ ਬਿਊਰੋ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਇਹ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਕੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਮਸ ਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਆਓ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Oh, I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you. So a little bit about Surrey Christmas Bureau. When was this organization started and what was the purpose of starting it?
Well, the actual bureau has been going a long time. In the past, I'd say probably started in the 1920s, 1930s, in some sort of form. People always wanted to help people at Christmas time that might be less fortunate than other people.
Right.
And then through the 1960s and 70s, the Surrey Community Services ran it. Then up into the 80s, the Surrey Food Bank ran it.
Okay.
And then until 1999. And in 1999, we became a separate society ourselves, incorporated. Right. In 2001, we got our charitable tax
deductible.
Status, yes.
Okay.
And I was actually the coordinator in 2001.
Okay.
Then I went away and did a lot of other jobs, and now I'm back to help. This is my third season in a row at the Christmas Bureau as
Oh, that's wonderful. So what kind of work is being done by this organization?
Well, what we do is our mandate is to make sure that everybody in Surrey, no matter what their income level, faith, any kind of organization can come or people can be sent to us that can have access to get food,
okay,
warm clothing, and toys for their children at Christmas time to celebrate with. So that's our mandate.
Right.
So what we do is we raise money through the year and we make that happen, and it's just grown every year. The need has grown and our organization has grown.
So when you say that you are working all the year around, but you are operational only during these months?
Then our big operation is we start in the fall looking for a space. Every year we have to prowl through Surrey, which is doing very, very well economically. We have to find an empty space,
right,
and then we move our shelves into it. We move our registration process into it over a couple weeks,
right,
and we start registration in November, early November, and move into December where the children can get their toys,
right,
and then we end at New Year's Eve and we're gone.
Okay, and rest of the year is just trying to raise awareness and trying to create funds for this particular season of the year?
Yeah, exactly. We have fundraisers, like in February we'll have Viva Surrey, we have something around St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
We are out at all the festivals in the city, like Canada Day, we had a big booth there.
Right.
And so we just kind of keep the awareness up that there's need, and to get people thinking about how they could help when Christmas comes around.
Okay, so Casey, if you could take us back and let us know that what is the criteria for anybody to get some kind of assistance from Surrey Christmas Bureau?
What we'd use is the federal level. It's called LECO. It's the low income cutoff. The federal government's established what's just above a poverty line. So we have those numbers, and so people come in to register. They need to bring their photo ID. They need to bring proof that they live in Surrey, care cards for everyone in their family.
Right.
And then they show us some sort of income statement, whether they're on social assistance,
okay,
which about 2/3 of the people are. But we're seeing more and more people that are just getting part-time jobs, little bit of work.
Right.
Many, many new Canadians come to us too for help.
So what kind of help do you provide them during this season?
So we give them a slip to take away, and about 600 of our 1,600 families get sponsored by other organizations.
Okay.
So for example, even Joy TV could sponsor a family, or it's usually a store or another family that helps them.
Right.
The other 1,000 families will come back to us and they get a grocery certificate for food.
Okay.
So it's anywhere between $100 and $200 certificate.
Right.
And then they can pick out toys for their children. They can also pick out a lot of household items, warm clothing, whatever people have donated, decorations, whatever
Right.
they'd like to take.
And what you accept from the public are those second-hand goods or new only products?
Well, we very much prefer new, of course, and also donations of funds help us because we get discounts in places like Canadian Tire, so we can buy things for teens which are difficult, yes.
Right.
But good used items are always used. Bicycles are very popular, just sporting things, household items, because when people are moving or they're transient, they need everything. They need household things to set up with.
That's right.
They need clothing for their children that are outgrowing their clothing. So we're happy to receive all of that.
Okay, and as you mentioned, over the years, the number of people who have been coming has increased. So right now, how many people, like last year, how many people did you assist? And over the years, why do you feel that that number is increasing?
Well, probably two reasons. Yeah, I can tell you exact numbers. In 2009, it was 1,535. Then it went to 1,605. Last year was 1,654. I'm sure we'll crack 1,700 this year. Partly our city is growing. I mean, you know, many, many new people. So in a proportion, it would naturally grow. But also, I just think our our globe is getting more and more war-torn.
Right.
So what we have in our lineups always is a whole United Nations.
Okay.
So back in 2001 when I did it, you could see a lot of people from Mexico because there was
Okay.
strife going on there. Right now, naturally, we're seeing more Iraqis, we're seeing more people from Syria starting to come over.
Okay.
So that's a bit of a change for us.
Right.
That's a growth issue as well.
Okay.
But I think it's basically population and a lot of people having to take part-time jobs rather than full-time jobs too, which
Right.
pushes their income down.
And the assistance which is given is irrespective of the faith you belong to. You just come over here, and if you qualify for that, you are given that assistance.
Absolutely, yes. We're not affiliated with any church. We have every kind of faith in our
Right.
organization. To me, the mandate is that when the children go back to school in January, they run up to each other and one says, I got a transformer for Christmas.
Right.
And the other little boy can also say, look, I got one too.
Right.
He's part of our community, part of our society, and
Right.
helps people join together.
Great. And as you said, is it a one-time help? And you talked a little bit about the sponsorship. If you could elaborate that also.
The sponsorship is something like, let's say, a company or just a single family joins forces and then helps a family.
Right.
And we've heard stories where that sometimes this help continues. So a family is so moved that they find out, oh, gee,